this is working. Let's start. We will see a standard hero from the Night Elf player, no neutral hero. It's probably going to be a Demon Hunter. Let's see if he proves me wrong. Yes, he's going to build a Demon Hunter as a first hero. And on the bottom position we see Death Knight, so no surprises there. No Fiend opening, no Huntress opening or something crazy, just archers. I'm gonna fast forward this 1 minute until the heroes are there. Yeah. So first bigger creep spot for the Night Elf player from straight at the start, just killing the creeps that human players have to use militias for. They just use their Ancient of Wars, having to repair the ancients. Herald of Vitality, that's a pretty good item against Hero Nuke. He will be happy about that. Plus 150 hit points. And we see the Death Knight having skilled the Unholy Aura first, so that the Night Elf doesn't really benefit from mana burning him until it's close to level 2. Now the Demon Hunter is already level 2, which is a kind of big advantage already, but this is just how Warcraft 3 evolved within the years. Kind of standard. He also gets the Force-Troll Shadow Priest, and the Death Knight will not be able to do anything about that, as he doesn't have any death coils. Kind of fast tier 2 tech, but yeah, this is actually like, this is so standard. If he doesn't use the ghouls to pressure his opponent or something, that isn't really surprising. So his opponent only built one archer and is starting to creep already at the next little spot for the gnolls. Gnolls? Gnoll, yeah. The gnoll brutes and gnoll poachers. And now the ghouls start quitting their jobs, getting ready to fight, probably against the creeps.
Let the killing begin.
Wow, and this is like a really powerful mercenary right now. If his opponent is trying to harass, he will probably change his plans to shit in his pants. Seriously, like, he doesn't stand a chance against this merc, probably. But let's see. Oh, really nice move from Cechi here, trying to surround his opponent, and this might work out. No, it doesn't. And Cechi knows exactly how important this mercenary is for him, and he's trying to run him around so that it doesn't get surrounded. Oh, and it gets surrounded! It gets surrounded, and this is like really big. It didn't do any damage, and it costed like, I think, 245 or something. So let's see if he can still hold this. Oh, now... Wow, I thought this was going to be surrounded. No. Yeah, really patient harassment from the undead player. This is actually kind of weird. I thought he could attack him in a more confident way, now that the Berserker is dead already. He's surrounding the archer, or at least he's trying to know. Now he goes for the Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest will fall as well, most probably, but still loses one ghoul, level 2 now for the Death Knight, having one coil. And yeah, we'll probably not have another one due to mana burn. Good job harassing here with the wisps. It's actually really annoying. But yeah, he's handling it pretty good, pretty well. So yeah, let's see. I don't think there's going to be happening much over there. Yeah, no gargoyle style. Getting Slaughterhouse on tier 2 and taking up to tier 3 already is the underplayer. And on the other side we see tier 2 done as well, and he's building 2 Ancients of Law. The underplayer eventually has to retreat. So what about the second heroes? I don't think there's any wisps, so he will have to walk his Demon Hunter to the middle if he needs a second hero already. He has enough wood and gold to get one. Of course, this is really beneficial for the Night Elf player not to have to make any units on his way to tier 2. Now he can almost like get a second hero and tag at the same time. Due to the harassment, he seems to have lost some wisps, but not too many. Sorry, I didn't really pay attention to that one. I don't really know if he did, if the Death Knight got the experience points of the creep. Level 3 already for the Demon Hunter, and we see a Pandaren Brewmaster as a second hero. Yeah, it's probably the most standard choice of second heroes for in this matchup for Night Elf. Tier 3 tech already on the way, and 2 Dryads being trained. First Fiend is also there for the Under player, as well as the tier 3 tech is almost done. Big creep spot once again for the Night Elf player. Let's see what kind of item we will see there. Just a replenishment potion. So that's not too big. Didn't really know that there's just these low tier items on this spot. And now he got an invisibility potion, so he might be able to creep check the hell out of his opponent. But he's a bit late for that. Maybe at the next spot, maybe at this one. We will see.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
He's just attacking the obsidian statue. Where's the lich, by the way? It's back to the main base, so this is getting kinda annoying. But he can get away. His the Death Knight of the Undead is not even level 3 yet. So tier 3 tech is done now, and we will see Frenzy Ghouls plus Destroyer. This means that the Undead player will gain some momentum, which will be really helpful for the next fight. Big timing attack due to his opponent not having bears yet, which makes the Undead player far more superior in this phase. Wow, and this helps a lot as well too. Awesome surround, like one of the sickest surrounds ever, actually, like really well done. This is so hard. Demon Hunter is pretty fast too. So wow, really good job. So he had to TP out, and the Undead player doesn't really have any stat use yet. I thought he would have 2 or something already, but with 1 Destroyer you don't gain that much momentum, I see that. Yeah, but tier 3 tag is not done yet, so he might have been able to put some pressure on his opponent. Ring of Regeneration, that's... he will probably consider selling that one. And Sacrificial Pit is on the way too, so this just seems to play out in a more standard way now. Both players just being fine about not attacking or harassing each other within the next few minutes, because otherwise he wouldn't have gotten the Sacrificial Pit.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's not too expensive though, but it's not really cheap either. I think it's like 100 or 150 wood. Yeah, with Frenzy Ghouls that's not too hard to afford. Boneyard also on the way, and this is a big investment, so he will probably just try to stay under 50 supply for a few more minutes to be able to afford a Frostworm. Yeah, so both players will just be leveling. Now also has a potion of greater mana, which is kinda big. And we have Talisman of the Wild. So I don't know about that. Like Talisman of the Wild, back then you could just use, yeah, he's sold them. So back then you could use all 3 at the same time, and then it had cooldown, but you could still use it when you swapped the item to other heroes, so you could still just use them after swapping them. And now this doesn't work anymore, so yeah, and they also, like, destroyers can just kill them. Plus they are pretty weak as well, so yeah, good decision to sell them. And on the other side we have a red drake egg. So that's kinda interesting, but I don't think it's magic immune, so the dryads can just dispel them, if I'm not wrong. I don't know, it's been quite some years in between this cast and my kinda playing, regular playing. But I think it's dispellable, yeah, I think he can dispel them. We will probably see, because he had just finished Abolish Magic. So the other player went above 50 supply, he's now on 63, so one worm is half about to pop.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
But the native player is still under 50 supply, so yeah, he's interested in not fighting at the moment. Panda will not have any mana problems at the for the next fight, but his opponent also has one of mana stealing, which is not such a good item, so screw it.
Your building is complete.
Yeah.
Research finished.
So now we have the first intense moment. Big creep check now, but the native player knows he doesn't really want to fight. He knows his opponent, like, this army is bigger than 50 supply, so he chooses to just walk away and try not to, yeah. He prevents his opponent from being too aggressive. And just runs to the next side of the map, trying to creep, but he doesn't see that his opponent is about to kill some buildings at his, probably trying to kill some buildings at his base. Now he knows. Will probably have to TP, and does so. And he has a Scroll of Restoration now, so this is big too. The under player still didn't sell the red drake egg. And now the demon hunter attacked his altar. And the under player pulls back for now. 64 against 68 supply now. Nothing new going on in the under base. I think he would be fine in taking a fight right now. But he chooses to retreat, maybe not wanting to fight in the native base. But there's only, yeah, 2 archers and 4 dryads against the worm and the 2 destroyers. But yeah, he still has kind of map control, and he should know where his opponent is all the time. But no, he didn't really build a shade, did he? No, he didn't. What about the... yeah, now his Moonwell was completed, and the next one is on the way. Yeah, and he's getting some mana from the statues. And there's the first big fight. Oh, and there's a big Breath of Fire towards the Fiends, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. Frostworm gets focused, but the Dryads die really quick. Frostworm doesn't really participate in the fight. Next Breath of Fire didn't hit too much, and now the bears are, yeah, being killed off pretty easily by the destroyers and the Frostworm. Only 2 Dryads left, but yeah, I think one destroyer went down already. Scroll of Restoration used for the native player, and next bear is going down. 50 against 48 supply. What a close fight. Next bear is dying. Still, the air units are still alive for the underplayer, but the Dryads are totally fine with helping out against them. Didn't really expect this to go so well for the native player, but the Orb of Venom does a really good job too. And the underplayer is running around to creeping what he had started like 3 minutes ago. yeah, so this is really even. But I think it's still a little bit better for the native player, because if there's not too many units, these units are, yeah, they are kind of weak. The Dryads are doing a good job against them, and so if his army, yeah, I don't know about the Frostworm at the moment. Like, if he had really strong hero nuke capabilities at the moment, which he definitely has, then it could go either way. But if the native player has good control, some items left, then the Frostworm doesn't really do much against anything except for the heroes, to prevent them from run away, or just add some additional damage. I know it's not too much because it's magic damage. Magic damage only like 50% against the heroes, but let's see how much it is. It's still, what is it now? Magic damage. I don't even know which one is against heroes, ground, and which one is against air. But I think this one is against ground. Yeah, so it's still like on average 75 damage per shot, which is kind of much compared to a Dryad, which deals like 15. Yeah. One more thing is that the native player dares to stay under 50 supply once again, so he can build up a bigger army really, like in a few minutes time. At the same time, we have the undead player with a second Frostworm, who is spending 3 gold per income on taxes. And who likes taxes? If any Texanians are listening now, it didn't mean that. Not these kind of taxes. Different taxes. And there's the next fight. No, it's not. Native player knows that he's under 50 supply and doesn't want to fight. Really good move. Like, not just being overeager and trying to kill his opponent anyways. Well, he's pro, so he definitely knows about that. And he has 1,150 gold now left. And he should know that his opponent is not going to be able to expand, and the native player, like, he is able, but undead players just don't expand, and he will just, and he actually upgraded the walking tree already, I think. Yeah. So he can just build units now, having to survive the next fight, and then he's just perfectly fine. He definitely knows that. He's trying to get all the units that he can get for the next fight, and trying to play really defensively. But I think it's going to be a really close fight actually. But if we see all these Dryads, I don't really know. The air units are not too good against them, like they cannot do anything against them actually, and there's just one Crypt Fiend. But the Lich is really good against the Dryads. But if it's only the Lich, it's not going to be enough. There's also one more Force Troll Berserker which has to be focused out. That's hard. It's a hard thing to do. And also, wow, Goblin Zeppelin. That's cool. Yeah, so now the native player is up to 70 supply. His opponent is at 71, so no difference there anymore. So let's see. Ah, yeah, he's trying to expand at least. But this is actually like really hard to get through, because it doesn't have a lot of hit points and it can be interrupted when it gets built all the time. We see the Dryad harassing there, gives the opponent map control, and if he loses one fight, this is dead. But yeah, I like his choice. I like that he at least tries to expand and not tries to kill his opponent. because it's just going to be quite hard. Almost level 5 Panda. We have a level 5 Demon Hunter already. 1 potion of lesser invulnerability. On the Panda we see the Scroll of Town Portal, which he swapped, and we have the Staff of Preservation as well. And one, half of a Wand of Mana, one charge of Wand of Mana Stealing. And the underplayer has awesome items, like really good items. 2 Scrolls of Healing, 1 lesser potion of invulnerability, Town Portal, and Healthstone for the underplayer. So if he uses them in a wise way, I think he's going to be just fine in this fight. Let's see. Oh wow, this is not a good start for the underplayer, and the Demon Hunter gets focused, gets picked up by the Zeppelin, and we see the first Frostworm down. He isn't able to kill it off because he wasted the coil on his opponent's Demon Hunter, which is on great health still, and he still has a potion of invulnerability. We has to use it now. Just 2 Dryads died off so far, 2 Frostworms already down. Next Dryad dead. Rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter. Next Fiend dies off, and TP for the Night Elf player. And Koinova on the Demon Hunter, and he gets out of there. So let's see, 48 against 58 supply. Slightly better fight for the underplayer. If he had managed to handle this fight correctly, I think the underplayer would have come out ahead. So yeah, he gets 2 bears now, and wow, focus fire on the Demon Hunter. The Frostworm goes down. Wow, this is really close. Druid of the Claw dies off. No, doesn't yet, but it stands at the Tree of Eternity. Next Dryad dies, and there's not much left for the underplayer, and he knows that. So 1 Fiend dies, but the bear also gets focused down. 40 against 39 supply. This could not be any closer, I guess, but I think it wasn't good enough for the underplayer. But I'm not really sure. He has some mana potions. He has his expansion running as well, so this is kind of even. But the Demon Hunter's almost level 6, and if he is, like, it's just too strong against these undead heroes. He doesn't have any defenses for his expansion, and he has the Night Elf player still has quite a lot of Dryads. Coil at the Demon Hunter probably knows that it's close to level 6, and I don't know about this decision of evacuating this gold mine. Now level 6 for the Demon Hunter, and this should actually trigger him to lose consciousness. Confidence. Not lose consciousness. It's not that big of a deal, I think. Yeah, but almost is. Underplayer loses all his units. He knows he will not be able to fight this Demon Hunter. At the top side of the map we see the expansion for the Night Elf player, and this is just really well played by the Night Elf player. Really close game though. Yeah, last units of the undead are falling. Lich almost dies. Now focus fire at the Death Knight, on the Death Knight. And there it goes down. G from Hunter's Shade, WarchiefRich wins the match. Sorry, I missed the names. It was actually WarchiefRich winning this game. Cechi not being able to win this match, although it was pretty close at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this match as much as I did. It was quite fun, quite hell of a lot of fun.